What's going on, guys? So today is the first official video of the Focus RS. I have a couple parts we're going to be throwing on today. We're going to start out with some floor mats. I had WeatherTechs in the ST and I took them out and tried to put them in this, but they fit, but there's two little clips that actually clip into the floor to hold them in place, and those don't line up right. So I went out and bought some new floor mats. They're the WeatherTech Cobb ones. So they're still WeatherTech floor mats, but it just says Cobb on the side of them now. So those are pretty cool. And then also we're going to be throwing in a new blow-off valve. It's the Boomba blow-off valve we're going to be installing, and then I also bought some new lug nuts. So if you're a Ford guy and you know the lug nut issue, they're probably the worst lug nuts ever to come on any car ever. They strip out. It's just a bad time. So I went out and I bought some new lug nuts. They're the open-ended ones. They're pretty cool looking. They're black. So we're going to put those on too. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. All right, so I stopped on this wheel right here. I'm not gonna change the lugs out just yet because that's where the blow-off valve is gonna go. So I'm gonna jack the car up quick. I'm going to take the wheel off, and then I'll show you guys where the blow-off valve goes. All right, so we got the wheel off, and now if we look back in here, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's that little black piece right in the center. Has a little tube going to it. So we're gonna go in there, we're gonna get the 3 star bits, we're gonna take them out, take the little clamp off, go into the hose, get that hose off, then it should just fall right out, and then I'll put the new blow-off valve in, screw it all back together, and then we should be good. All right, I left one screw on there just to hold it in place. I'm going to get my little pair of pliers, go in there and get that little clamp off. All right, so I'm gonna bring out the big guns. All right, took that little clamp off. Now we just got one more bolt. All right, so I took the last bolt out, and this recirculating valve came right out. You gotta make sure you don't let it just fall because it will just pop right out. It sits in here just like this, just like that. And this little spring will push against it, and it will just make the whole thing fall right out. So make sure you have a finger on this when you're taking the last bolt out, and everything should come out great. So I'm gonna get the new blow-off valve and then start putting it in. All right, guys, so here is the new blow-off valve, the Boomba blow-off valve. We're gonna reuse our old bolts, and I'm gonna put the bolts in first, and then the last thing I will put that little hose back on and get that little clamp pulled back over to hold it on. All right, so that's it. New blow-off valve's in. We have all the bolts tightened up, the tubes down with the little clamp. I'm gonna go ahead and put the wheel on, put the new lug nuts on, and I will give you guys some sound clips of the new blow-off valve. Also, one more thing, guys. I didn't tell you in the first video I made, but on the ST, I took off the 25mm wheel spacers and put them on this. Check out the fitment. So we're super flush now. And what else did I take? Oh, I also took off the spec detail lights. It's super discreet. You can't really notice anything much. It just blends in. It's the same color as the car, obviously. Also, I did take off the wing riser on the ST, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it on. I think it looks really good the way it is. And I was never a huge fan of the gap on the wing where it did rise, but maybe eventually. I was also looking at the metal little ducktails you can put on this. So I think that might look pretty good, but we'll just see. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do with the car. I'm going for more of a rally look, but here we go. I'll give you guys some sound clips of the new blow-off valve. So that's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, I have a whole bunch of parts coming in the mail still and at the house, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.